Hey Circle Youth, you guys asked me some questions a couple weeks ago, and here are my answers. This is Bailey's Ask Me Anything, no silly questions. First, pineapples on pizza. Yes, my family ordered pizza this weekend, and literally every pizza we ordered had pineapple on it. Favorite food? Pickles. But if it needs to be a meal, I really love a good steak. Favorite drink? Cranberry ginger ale? Or coffee? Or pretty much any pop. Worst soda flavor? Grape Crush? Or cream soda? Not my favorite. Favorite soda flavor? Pretty much what I said before. Really love cranberry ginger ale. Or pretty much any pop. Coke or Pepsi, and why? Two people asked this. I like both. Sometimes I'm just in the mood for one or the other, but usually Coke. Tap H2O or bottled. In Saskatoon, tap water's fine. Anywhere else, probably bottled. Is everything qualified as a soup, salad, or sandwich? I'm not quite sure what this question is getting at, but no. I don't think all food can fit into those three categories. Think of like pizza or steak or pasta. They don't really fit into those. Maybe you could call pizza a sandwich, but Least favorite pie flavor? Probably like blackberry? Hardest experience. Ooh, this was a tough one. Last summer, I had to go to the hospital to get a scope procedure done. That was pretty scary and challenging. Or just like trying to balance life and school and my job and trying not to get too stressed out or overwhelmed with all the things that I had to do. That's probably one of my hardest experiences. Favorite part of my day? Drinking coffee and watching compilations of dog videos on YouTube, or just spending time with dogs in general. I also really like my nightly phone calls with Ben. Who is your celebrity crush? A couple people asked me this one. It's a tough one. I really like Matt Damon, and I used to be obsessed with One Direction. Louis was my favorite. But I also did a quiz online this weekend to see who my celebrity crush is, and they said Johnny Depp. So there you go. If you could have dinner with one person from the Bible, not Jesus, who would it be? I think Joseph. He was such a kind guy, and I just would really want to know what was going on in his head through all of the trials that he faced in life. Like, he was in jail, he was sold into slavery by his brothers, and he forgave them, and it was a whole moment. I just would really love to talk to him about how he felt his life was. How old are you? 3 people asked me this. I am 21 years old, and I will turn 22 in November. What is your favorite scent of candle? Ooh, good one. I love candles so much, but I really don't like candles that smell like sweet or savory. I don't know how to explain it. It's like scents that are like apple pie or coffee or cinnamon or like vanilla cupcake. The scents that I generally like are floral or fruity, and I really like eucalyptus or like mint, tea tree type scents. What is your favorite texture of chalk? It's a weird question. I'm not fully sure how to answer it. I like all chalk, and I've even used chalk paint markers before, and they are pretty cool. When you were in kindergarten, what did you want to be when you grew up? Since my mom was a kindergarten teacher, and I really loved the idea, I wanted to be a kindergarten teacher too. What is the most embarrassing thing you've done? Probably my outward obsession with One Direction when I was in grade 7. There's nothing wrong with having a hobby or things that you like, but I was just a little too intense maybe. Do you like Chelsea or Victoria? I like both of them and all your leaders, really. They're pretty cool and super fun to talk to and ask questions. What size are your shoes? 9 or 10? If you dye your hair, what color? I think you guys are gonna get the opportunity to choose which color I dye it, but if I were able to choose, maybe like a dark blue would be cute, or get some highlights and just have natural brown color but with some highlights in it. I don't know. Drawing, yay or nay? Yay! When I was younger, I used to draw a lot more, but I haven't done it in a while. I've always really appreciated artists and drawing, but I've never been super talented myself. I still doodle though from time to time. Least favorite color. I don't know if I have one. I like most colors, but if I had to pick, maybe like orange or gray. My favorite color is green. What do you want to do with your life? That's a loaded question. I am really happy doing what I'm doing right now, leading you guys at youth and helping Cindy to lead the kids here at Circle. And as for the rest of my life, I'm not quite sure. I would love to travel and see the world, but I'm just really content with what I'm doing right now. When was the hardest time keeping close to God? Probably when I was pretty sick over the summer. Since it was a pandemic and I was dealing with some health issues, I found it hard to feel close to God because I couldn't go to church, I wasn't doing any of my youth programs, and then pandemic, everybody was lonely, and I was just really discouraged by my health issues and just not being able to visit anybody. So that was probably when I felt farthest from God. Where do you live? 2 people asked me this. Weird. No silly questions, Bailey. No silly questions. I live in Saskatoon in a Silver Spring neighborhood. What? Oh, do you want kids when you're older? If so, how many? Yes, I would love to have kids when I'm older. At least 2, but probably no more than 5, if I had to cap it. What are your favorite video games? Really good question. I love video games. Right now, I've been really loving a game called Hollow Knight, and I've been playing Stardew Valley, which is a farming simulator game. But I'm also a huge fan of games like Animal Crossing and Pokemon. Pretty much anything Nintendo is good with me too. I love Mario Kart, and I'd love to verse some of you guys in that on our Switch one of these days. Xbox or PS4? I've never had a PS4, so I would say Xbox, but I also mostly use my PC or my computer for gaming. How long does it take for a banana to rot in space? I have no idea, but it would probably freeze because space is cold. Also, how much is a Lamborghini was a question. From what I could see on the internet, they can be anywhere from $100,000 to $350,000-ish. But I don't know. Do you have a dog? If so, what breed? No dog. I really wish I did. And as for a dog breed that I would love to have one day, have you ever heard of a Dorgie? It's a Corgi and a Dachshund mixed together. They're just like these small, cute little guys with the big ears. Oh, love it. Someone asked, how are you? I'm doing all right. Thanks for asking. How are you? Another question, are you getting married soon? I don't know. Maybe? Day or night? I like both. Probably day. I used to be a really big night owl, but now it's mostly day. Socks and sandals? Question mark. Yes. I wear my slides in socks to work every day, and then I change my shoes when I get here. What is your favorite song? That's a hard one. I don't think I have an absolute favorite song. Yeah, I like most music. Do you play sports? Yes, I played fastball for my entire life. I only stopped playing when COVID hit. And I used to figure skate. And I played volleyball in elementary school. Not anymore. Third favorite dino. Dinosaurs are number 1. That's a candy, not a real dinosaur. But for the actual dinosaur, top 3 I would say are Brachiosaurus, Triceratops, and Parasaurolophus. Parasaurolophus. That's the kind that has kind of a pointy triangle head. Maybe John can find a picture in his editing and show you. What is the point of life? 2 people asked me this question. It's pretty deep. The point of life. In my opinion, and in my philosophy of life, the point of life is to love God and love others. As simple as that. And last question, why did you choose Circle Drive Alliance Church? I was invited to youth by a friend, when I was in grade 11. And I decided to stay when I connected with my youth leaders, like Cody and Dave. And I'm not sure if John was there at that point, but there were some pretty awesome youth leaders that got to know me. I could tell they genuinely cared about me, and they were willing to talk with me about all my crazy questions that I had. So that's why I chose Circle Drive Alliance Church, because I had some awesome people that invested in my life and genuinely cared about me, which is what I hope that your leaders and me can be for you guys as well. So, that was a lot of questions and a lot of answers. And in your small groups, you guys are going to have an opportunity to ask more questions and have more answers. So I hope you guys have a really great small group discussion. And I have some more exciting news to end off. Our Global 6K Walk for Water fundraiser, we have an update for you guys. And the update is that over the weekend, somehow, you guys have hit all of the goals. So far, we've raised $1,650. 1650. That's so much. So that means that we are going to have all 3 incentives that are going to happen over the next probably month or so. First one, Pies in the Face. It's going to happen at Youth probably next week. Second one, John gets his legs waxed, and I'm going to get slimed in the parking lot. Again, that'll happen, and we'll make sure you know when it is, and we'll video it. And third, I'm going to dye my hair, and John's going to dye his beard. And I think we want you guys to choose what color. So, in your small groups, maybe tonight, maybe tomorrow, think about it. Think about what color you might want my hair to be. Yeah. So, have a good time in your small group discussions, and we'll see you back here next week. Bye!